Welcome to Christ Glorified Fitness Camp Genesis series. Today we're going to work on proper form and technique. We're focusing on upper body. If you want to check out lower body, make sure you click the link right up here. After this video, of course. Now make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you are ready. And it would be very helpful to have a set of dumbbells, preferably something light, since we're just kind of working on proper form and technique. We're not really doing an exercise, although you might get a little sweaty by the end of this video. So something light, water bottles, or you could just use hand motion, and of course a mat would be helpful as well. And then we're going to stick to our same banner verse from our first part of this Camp Genesis series, which comes out of Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And as I mentioned in the other video, God set up a foundation. He made the earth. It's beautiful. He's just a beautiful designer. And just like in our fitness world, right, we need to have a strong set foundation in order to properly work out, properly execute those moves, and stay safe while we're doing it. Yes? All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the set position. Okay, we worked on this on the first video. I'm going to take it to the side. So you want to start with starting from the bottom coming up. So, okay, shoes are helpful but not always mandatory in all the workouts. But we've got the shoes on. So you want to make sure that your heels are under your hips, that your knees stay soft, that your brace is engaged all the time. When you're working out, your core is engaged, okay? Chest is up, shoulders come up, back, and down, right? Head is nice and tall. So you got a nice long back, strong core, everything's set up, right? We're at mid stance. So from here, we're ready to work our upper body. We are going to start off with bicep curls, okay? Now, I'm going to take it back to the side. A basic bicep curl. We're going to come out here. You want to make sure that you keep your elbows under your shoulders. And you're going to come and bring your weights up to shoulder and then come all the way down. Now, one thing that happens a lot when we're doing bicep curls is people start to swing their arms, okay? You're losing the work in the biceps, okay? So you want to make sure the elbow stays underneath so you really isolate that work and control it. All right? So right here. And also, when you come up, take your thumbs up and just do a little practice run. See if your thumbs can touch your shoulders. That's how high you want to get them, okay? And then you want to do a big squeeze in your biceps as you come up. You can take this out wide and it's same thing, okay? Even when you do crossovers, notice again, elbow always stays right under the shoulders. So the biceps do all the work. All right? Next, we've got shoulder raises, okay? Shoulders come back. Elbows stay soft. You don't have to lock out your arms completely, but we're just going to do a side shoulder raise. So we're just going to bring our weights all the way up to just about shoulder level, and then we're going to carefully come down, okay? One thing we want to avoid is tugging and pulling and rocking, okay? Yes, sometimes things get hard and we get a little shaky, but it shouldn't look, you know, crazy and uncontrolled. All our moves should be very controlled and steady. So here it is. Again, boom. Okay? As we start to take our weights over the head, so we can come this way, we can do a shoulder press. Now when we go up and over our head, this is one we want to be very careful with. Okay? We're taking it to the side. A lot of times I see this. People go like this. Oh, and that is putting so much strain on your back. So not good. So pull the belly in. Bring the weights, okay? Start with your elbows parallel with your shoulders, okay? And then you're going to press up. But notice how my weight kind of comes just slightly in front of my head, okay? It's not directly up here or it's not back there because that ain't right either. So just slightly forward. Boom. So make sure you work on that as well. All right? Next move, and again, there's a lot of different ways to do shoulders, but just showing you some things that are important. Again, engaging your core through movement is so important, and breathing. You don't want to hold your breath, especially during that hard part, that part where it's like, that's the part that is hard. You need to breathe out. Okay, triceps. This one we'll do hinged. So we're hinging at the hip. Okay, we're folding. We're not dropping our shoulders down, but we're keeping our shoulders back. Chest stays open. Okay, keep your arms nice and close to the body. I changed my mind. We're going to do back first because it makes sense too. So we're going to do a back row. We're just pulling our elbows back here. So weights kind of just slide, literally pretty much like touching your clothes sometimes. That's how close. We're not taking out wide this way, but we're going here. Boom. Elbows go to the sky, ceiling, whatever's up. And as you do this, be careful that your shoulders don't come up to the ears. That happens, so that's why you have to really think about pushing the shoulders down. And then it really helps too to look out in front of you, right? If we're here, is that going to feel good on the neck? Imagine all the workouts you do and your head is just here. That's not good. So that's why you want to look out. The crown of your head to your tailbone should be straight. There's your back row. Okay, we can also go into flies. But again, notice how I'm not jerking, I'm controlling. Elbows are soft. And as you come up for flies, think about a lemon being right on your spine, right? And if you're pulling and squeezing that lemon on your back so much, if I had a cup right underneath it, it would just, the juice would pour in and there's some lemonade. I always think about that. I remember I learned that years ago in training, but it really helps you think. The more you think about the muscles you're working and you start to engage them and contract them during the workout, you're going to effectively work those areas so much better, okay? Then come up and shake it off. Now we'll go into triceps. So we're going to actually start off with a row to set it up. And now for tricep extensions, we're just extending our arms back and straight out. You could do this in a split stance, and boom. And notice how my arms are not dragging this way. There's not a lot happening right there. Okay, so if you really want to get your tricep work, you need to drive your elbows high and extend them straight back and squeeze. And there's so many different varieties you could do. You could do here, you can rotate, you can do some scoopers, you could do straight arms. But the key here is, again, keeping your chest up, back straight, and feeling the work in the muscles that you are working on. There you go. And then come up. Awesome job. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the floor. We're going to go ahead and start off with a plank, right? A plank is a foundation move that goes into push-ups, and you do a lot of variations with planks. There's so many different ones. You could do mountain climbers, plank jacks, side planks, right? But we'll start here. And with a plank, you could do this on your knees or toes. But some very important things, and I've taught group fitness classes for forever, so it's way too long. But what I've noticed is people take their arms out too wide, or they take their arms out too forward, okay? In order to stay safe, keep your wrists safe, okay, you need to make sure that you spread out your fingers. It kind of helps that your wrists are directly under your shoulders, okay? If it's here, that's wrong. If it's out here, too much stress on the shoulders. Right here. That's the spot. Right under the shoulders, okay? And then from here, if you stay on your knees, that's fine. But you want to make sure that your back is straight. Your shoulders are pushed back, down. Pull the scapula down towards the lower back, okay? And then if you decide to go extended, you're going to go right here. Now notice that my hips are not sagging. Sometimes people start to kind of dip their hips. Pull the belly in, but you also don't want to pike your butt. So you need to bring it right there. It's a nice, long body. Okay? There it is. Now, you can come down on the forearms. And if you do that, again, we don't want to be like this, but you want to keep the elbows under the shoulders. So we can go this way too. Looking out in front of you, again, we don't want our head down. Boom. Hips, shoulders, square to the mat. And there it is. Now, push-ups. There is a lot of different ways we can do push-ups, right? There is staggered push-ups, tricep push-ups, wide. Basic, we'll do a basic traditional one where you take your arms out. Now, you could take them a little wider, okay, if you want to target a little bit more of the shoulders and chest. You could stay on your knees, or you can extend your toes. So I'm going to show you the knee version. It's pretty much the same thing, just without your legs extended. So we're here, okay, abs are in, and we're just going to come down, and you want to bring your chest, okay, to elbow height. And then you want to push your palms into the ground as you rise up. Boom. Elbows at 45 degrees. Or you could just extend your legs as well. And that's that. And then there you have it. So I hope these moves helped, and I highly encourage you to get a mirror out, record yourself doing some of these exercises, and then watch them to make sure that you are safely doing them, so that way you can prevent injury, you can enhance your performance, you can work those right muscle groups that you're trying to work, right? And so super important to set up that great foundation. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.